Making an accusation is easy. All you really need is a social media account, or a reporter who's willing to listen. Sometimes you even get the whole front page. But have you noticed recently that a lot of accusations against high-profile people just aren't sticking? Of course, the mud that was initially flung, that sticks. But official decisions made by investigators, or the police, or the courts, they're clearing these people. People have been vilified publicly in mainstream and social media, and often with no clarity about what they were actually accused of doing. It's the weaponisation of the accusation, where detail is thin, where the accuser can be anonymous, but where guilt is assumed and privacy goes out the window. I was really interested in the recent case of a New Zealand Crown solicitor who was, as this headline says, under investigation for their conduct in the workplace, which frankly could mean anything. The solicitor wasn't initially named by the media, until she was, but the identity wasn't confirmed by the Solicitor General. Rightly, all the Solicitor General said was that she needs to know the facts before reaching any conclusion, and that plainly no findings have been made yet. But the hits kept coming. In addition to being named, the Crown Solicitor's photo was published, again under this vague claim of workplace culture allegations. But the deeper we get into the story, the less we actually know. It's to do with workplace conduct matters, from an anonymous complaint which was not fully detailed. And the person being accused hadn't even been informed of what she was being accused of. And yet her name and face were now public knowledge despite there being no detail of what she supposedly did. Now the media was asked not to name her, but some decided it was in the public interest to do so. And that's something I really struggle to reconcile. High-profile sports and business people who've actually been charged with something, they get name suppression these days because of the potential threat to their livelihoods. But here, someone's being investigated for something. There's no detail being made public. There's no indication of what the accusation is. And that gets played out in public? I checked what the New Zealand Media Council had to say about the public interest. It defines it as involving a matter capable of affecting the people at large, so that they might be legitimately interested in or concerned about what is going on, or what may happen to them or others. That's pretty broad. It can be interpreted to different degrees. But I would say this: if you're going to go with a story like this, then you should have clarity over what actually happened before naming and sometimes shaming that person. I mean, what if the person was cleared? What if all that insinuation and speculation didn't actually amount to what was being portrayed? Then what?